just a little bit, man. Could you just kind of take us through what you were feeling down the stretch when you had to have those points and you started heating up a little bit?
Honestly, I just tried to be aggressive and make the right play, and just things got slowed up a little bit. Just try to be aggressive with my shot, and unfortunately, it went in.
James, was there anything that you had seen in their defense or the way they were defending threes or anything else that led you to think, start looking for your shot a little more?
No, not really. I think I think if you got that aggressive mindset, good things will happen. So if they gave me if they gave me space enough where I can get my shot off, I shot it. And if they were pressuring me enough to where I can get by them and make a play for somebody else or myself, then I did that. And whether it's tonight, whether it's 82 regular season games, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Clint, can you describe just how far your confidence has grown since you joined this team, got in this league? I mean, I remember 15 Western Conference Finals, Dwight was dealing with some issues, and you were kind of filling in then. 3 years later, you're putting up 24 and 12 and a key member of the best regular season team in the NBA.
So, at first I was, like you said, it was just backing up Dwight Howard. I got an opportunity whenever he got hurt my first year, and then stopped playing good, finished hard at the rim. I was just trying to, that's what I'm still doing, which means come up with energy, run hard to the screen, and finish hard at the rim. I've been doing it consistently and been doing it well. So this is why my opportunity became more and more, and now I'm starting and just try to do it consistently every night at a high level, and it's been doing well.
Chris, you and James both, if you would, thoughts about what Clint Capela did the whole game, but especially the first half.
Man, Clint was all over the place, man. Both ends of the court, offensively and defensively. His energy, it was contagious. You see him defending Cat, who's a tough cover in the post, and I'm low and I'm weak side, and I'm watching him go up for the hook, and I'm watching Clint block it, and then he's running. He was unbelievable tonight, and we're gonna need that all series.
I mean, I've been here since Clint, got here, and he's developed. He listens and he works his butt off, every single day, and it shows for big moments like that. So, he has a long way to go, but hell of a job for game one.
What do you think of that wacky free throw in the fourth quarter? The play kind of stopped, and all of a sudden they took off.
First of all, I shouldn't have missed the free throw, but I think he traveled, and then they got an easy point. It was kind of wacky, but luckily that didn't affect the game.
Right.
James, the way Clint started, and you were feeding him a lot in those first few minutes, did that force Cat to stay back a little bit? Did that create some of the openings that you would take advantage of as the game went on?
Yeah, we've been doing that basically since me and Clint, the last few years, and whether he's open for the lob or I'm able to get to the basket and finish. And a couple of times tonight I didn't finish well, and he came over and grabbed the offensive rebound. So there's no. We communicate, we talk about, different defenses and what the bigs are trying to do, but I think our effort and our energy takes care of all that.
Chris, from an individual standpoint, I'm sure you would probably like to have played better tonight. How did you feel out there?
He played great.
we won. At the end of the day, I think the worst thing is them turnovers, man. I feel like I was with the bad news Bears, but at the end of the day, it's all about getting a win. I think the performance by them two, and our team as a whole, the things that don't show up on the stat sheets are the charges that P.J. Tucker took, the defense that Trevor Ariza was playing, the big steal that Eric Gordon got down the stretch, So all in all, for us, we take the win.
Clint, early on, you had the block on Cat. They kind of ISO'd you a little bit, and you were able they didn't score on you there. Just what does that do for you confidence-wise when that happens?
Yeah, I'm just trying to bring this every night, which means I feel great whenever I get up on guards or whenever I'm in the post. I'm just trying to focus on what I have to do. I've been studying these guys, so I know what they're looking for, which trend they're trying to go. So every single time, just trying to be ready and make their job harder.
James, there's a play in the third when you're starting to heat up. You crossed over Rose. He gets kind of pinched on a screen, and you drove right by him uncontested. I'm not sure if you got to see the replay of that. I want to know your thoughts on it, and if you felt like at that point they were not going to figure you out.
I didn't see the replay, but once again, just that mentality, that aggressive mentality, good things happen, and once I got by, Rose, no one stepped up, and so I went in for the dunk. But it's the playoffs, you know. It's not about how great you shoot the ball. It's about just getting the win, you know. And I mean, that's all that matters, you know. So I think we shot 10 for 37. We're shooters. We've been doing it all year long, and it's not gonna happen every game, you know. But throughout the regular season, you know, we preach that it's not gonna always be pretty. We're not gonna always win games by making shots, a lot of threes. You gotta find other ways to win games, and tonight was a perfect example.
Chris, you play with a lot of talented, athletic big men who, you know, can do a variety of things, but how unique is Clint with his age, his athleticism, his mobility to be able to do what he does within this offense, working with you and James? It seems like really fits your guys' styles.
I mean, the sky's the limit for Clint. You know, I didn't know Clint too well before I came here. You know what I mean? Besides hooping, all he do now is dance all the time. But aside from that, man, it's been perfect. Like, it's unbelievable the way that we get a chance to talk and communicate. And I know sometimes he get tired of hearing me and James, you know what I mean, telling him set the screen this way or roll this way, man. But it's crazy. I mean, y'all know the record when we all play together, and I tell you, it's not because of me and James. You know what I mean? Like, he's really the X factor, because the threat of him at the rim is why I get my floaters, why I get my mid-range. So he's really the X factor.
James, you referenced the three-point shooting earlier. How important was the success you guys had at the rim and in the paint early in the game in terms of setting a foundation for the team offensively?
It's extremely important. You know, I think every single night we take what the defense gives us, and tonight is a little bit of both. Unfortunately, we didn't knock down the three ball well tonight, but game two that will be different. But just getting to the basket, finishing, not only myself but Chris in that paint, Clint finishing, just the entire team. You know, we're not going to try to force anything. We're going to take what they give us and have confidence in our shot. That's all we've been doing, and that's the reason why we're here.
James, in the fourth quarter there, when y'all took the lead, I think you scored 11 points in a row. Can you tell me what it's like, or describe what it's like when you're in a zone like that and you're able to take over the game?
I mean, credit to the team. You know, we have guys out there that are able to shoot the basketball and create that spacing for myself, and allow me a rim. Clint at the rim, so the bigs are hesitant to come over and help. And then, for me, you just go out there and try to get a bucket, or make the right play. So, got that mentality, go out there and just hoop, have fun.
Chris and James, one of the things that you guys have said throughout the season, and Mike said, is that you can win without always making the shots. And tonight was one of those nights. You've done it a lot during the season. Does it help when you're having an off night that you have so many other things you can do to get wins?
I mean, it also helps to have him, go off of 44. We've had games like this throughout the season, and the biggest thing that I've learned, and I think our team knows, we don't stop shooting. You know what I mean? We still take the shots that we get, and coming into game 2, guess what? We're going to shoot them again, because we have that confidence, and we played that way all season long. So we're just going to continue to play, and then we lean on our defense a lot of times tonight. It might not look like it as much as they scored, but when we needed to get stops, we did.
Thank you. Thank you.